want me to look on camera?
No,
All right.
no,
All right.
I'll stand over
That's
here.
good.
All right.
So, Andrew Freeman.
Hi, Adam.
Last in line.
Hi, Adam.
So you're going in the studio this week.
We start on Monday. Yeah.
Nice.
So we do 2 days of just, making sure we don't, screw things up for 2 days, and then we'll go in and screw things up.
So you have
for 3
lyrics
days.
for everything already?
I have lyrics for about 5 tunes.
Okay.
And an idea for 6 one that's a carryover from the last record that I have an idea for, but I haven't spent any time on it because I didn't want to waste time on the newer stuff. So I already know I have a direction for one of the songs. So we'll get about 6 down. If everything goes to plan, we'll get about 6 down.
Nice.
Yeah.
And recording at the end of the week.
Yeah, and we record Wednesday to Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
And we'll get a lot done. We have a pretty good workflow. We work pretty quickly. So
Yeah. So I actually am surprised that you're getting back at it this soon. I thought it was going to be a while, but
Well, that's thanks to me. Thank you.
nice.
Yeah, thanks to me.
I thought it was going to be a while too.
Yeah, well, things happen.
Yeah, but you actually got off your ass and wrote something.
Yeah, exactly. No. It's I'm the motivator. I'm the guy that says let's take the hill. You know what I mean? I think right. Hey, it's Phil. Hey, look, it's Phil. All right, get out of here. This is about me.
We usually lock him in a padded cell and then he screams that we need to get on with stuff,
It's Phil Susan, everybody. That last interview guy.
thank you.
Yeah, the last interview guy. You never gets his name right. It was really insulting, I thought.
But I'm very grateful to have you here so you can pronounce my name correctly.
Phil Susan.
Which we're not really sure about. It could be Susan or Susan.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, it's the correct pronunciation of it is sexier than
Phil Sexier.
Phil. It's just change it to sexier. Phil Sexier. Yeah, so anyway, hey, I'm in the middle of an interview here.
Takes one to know one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's Mr. Sexy, right?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thanks. All right. All right. Anyway, so what was the question?
So where do you go? So where do you go after these 5 or 6 songs? You're going to try to wrap up an album in the next month or so?
We have about 11 ideas, 11 or 12 ideas that we've been doing, and as I was saying, that song is a carryover. So we had 1 or 2 carryovers from the last record, and we're motivated to do it. It's just a matter of getting everybody's schedules to coordinate. Everybody was Viv was in Vegas in the summer. I live in Vegas. Phil's out in Vegas doing a show sometimes. So it kind of worked out where we got together during the day and just started jamming for 4. Like had 4 days of jamming, and they come up with about 8 or 9 ideas. So record all that stuff. They send me, the rehearsal takes, and I arrange them in Pro Tools and sing to them and whatever. Just melody ideas, even if there's not words, melody ideas and crappy words that I will change later just to get some sort of structure. So I like to try to get a chorus first because that's half the battle. So whatever strikes you.
So how is the sound evolving? This will be the 3rd album. So how's it coming?
I don't know. It's becoming more of our own thing, I guess. There's still the rockers and the Dio-esque, mid-tempo, marches, but we have some stuff on there. There's a song on there that's like old Cream. It reminds me of an early Cream song. He's doing this. Vinny's doing this Ginger Baker sort of thing, and it's kind of a boogie feel to it, but it's not. So it's not really what this band's about. So I'm trying to make it not feel like a boogie, more of an interesting Cream sort of a thing where that's what I'm getting from it. So like an old Jack Bruce, Indian sort of thing over the top of it, and then it kind of breaks down into a tonal like Soundgarden part, It's very interesting. Cool. So these guys are very interesting. They come up with some really cool ideas, and sometimes they're kind of curveballs. Sometimes it's not the typical metal rock stuff. So I guess we're trying to make it where it's interesting for us, but it's also, fits into the box of what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be this metal band, but we don't want to scare everybody away. So I want to keep them interested in that. So be a metal element to everything that's going on.
So this the writing that you guys do, a lot of it's like live, like just jamming, right?
Yeah,
especially for. Yeah. Do you ever play guitar at those rehearsals?
Just to communicate.
Yeah.
If there's an idea, it's a very weird thing when you're somebody like me and you don't have the history that a lot of the people that I play with do, and then you start getting into a songwriting situation with guys that are legends, you know? And for me to go up to Vivian and go, give me the guitar for a second, you know, that's a weird thing. And I would never do that. I'd bring one with me, or, you know, I wouldn't think of doing that. But he's also like, he'll just pull it off and hand it to you, you know? And I can show him, and, you know, I play well enough where I can articulate my ideas, you know, and to him, and we work well together, you know. I'm a guitar player first and foremost, so, and I'm a fan of Vivian Campbell, you know, first and foremost, you know. So there's lead patterns that I play that are just completely ripped off of Vivian, you know, from when I was coming up, you know, because I had his Hot Licks video. String skipping, all that crazy stuff. So, you know, when we write stuff, there was a time we were working on something for the last record, there was no guitar solo on something, so I played a guitar solo on it just for placement, and he's like, who's that? I go, that's you. He's like, that's not me. I go, listen, he's string skipping. Like, it's not me. Like he knew within 2 notes it wasn't him. I tried to do my best Campbell impersonation, but it just didn't work out. But yeah, so it's a cool little communication thing. It's not out of the realm for me to be behind the drum kit, you know, just to kind of get an idea across, or grabbing the guitar, you know. I don't know if I do it with everybody, but these guys, we're kind of at the point now, 7 years in, where we're brothers, and we, you know, we just, Phil and I did a signing here yesterday. Vinny just showed up out of the blue and just say hi, and he signed with us for a little bit, you know. So, you know, it's a brotherhood, you know, first and foremost. So,
very cool.
But you know, that's a weird dynamic sometimes, you know. And sometimes if you let that get in the way, it could really hold the creative process back.
Yeah. So, any chance you'll be putting an album? I thought Phil said you hopefully will get an album out by summertime.
Oh wow, is that what he said?
That's what he just said. Yeah.
Oh.
So you better start writing some more lyrics.
Hey, listen, I did about 5 songs in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Lyrics, I had ideas, you know, and stuff, but I know we're kind of under the gun because Vivian's going to be gone for the rest of the year, and for a lot of the year with the Leopard Motley Crue tour. So I know we don't want to wait another 3 years to put a record out. So our workflow is really not taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
We're just getting it done.
Is there any chance of any shows between now? I don't know when the Leopard tour starts.
That starts in, I think, June.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. So,
yeah.
Any chance you'll be doing any shows?
I think we're doing about 5 shows between now and then. It's all weekend stuff.
Songs.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, why not?
I mean, our record's still new. Our record is not even a year old yet.
True.
So that's the weird part. It's like we're like, oh, we're working on a new record now, but the idea, like I think you kind of could relate to this. When we grew up, it was like there was an album every year.
Right.
Every year there was an album, and I think that's how it should be all the time. Especially now in the age of the internet, and you know, the internet's and everything's instant, and people get tired of things quick. So I like staying creative and recording, and so I don't see why we couldn't put out a record every year.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be nice to do that, and I think we should because. You know, it goes away.
Yeah.
You know, these days when they do an album push, it's like they push it for 3 months and then it's done.
Yeah.
You know, so
people's attention wanes.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm all for that. Yeah. You know, I'd like to get as many records out of these guys as possible. You know, before they're all in wheelchairs.
Yeah. All right.
Before I'm paying for a home that I put them all in. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to need money for that.
Yeah. Andrew Freeman, thank you so
sir.
much.
I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Adam. I appreciate it.
I'll take that back.
No.